my favorite people, so today I'm giving you another KDA video, but it's not a music video reaction. You guys were telling me that in order to fully understand the themes and everything going on with KDA, I have to know more about the game itself, League of Legends, but also the characters. My first ever reaction to this KDA or League of Legends stuff was their music video for More. I came into the League of Legends world as a fan of the music, and my whole purpose was to discover the music. But now I find myself more interested in the game itself. So I was suggested to react to a video called KDA Universe Explained by Necrit. Apparently it's going to give, I guess, background information and knowledge on the game and the characters. Maybe I'll finally be able to distinguish the characters like Evelyn versus Ninetales and Akali versus Evelyn. I don't know. It's out of focus! If you have any video suggestions or requests, make sure to head over to Instagram and DM them to me over there or tweet them at me on Twitter. Can't go through every single YouTube comment, so that's the best way to get your suggestions to me. Check out the second channel too. I'm becoming more active over there and I'm posting a lot of videos over there too. Like this video if you haven't yet. It helps out the video and the channel. And here we go into KDA Universe Explained. I am really hungry right now. Ooh. Looks like God of War.
The proper release of the KDA skin line together with their music video.
Oh my, he has an accent. Okay. Hold on.
So, with the proper release of the KDA skin line together with their music video, it seems like the internet has gone mad. Even people who don't play League became victims of their Twitter feed being fed by KDA art. In fact, I have never seen this much League fan art in my life. There are normal pieces of fan art.
Akali, the bad bitch of KDA. We stand Akali, we stand Soyeon. She's a queen.
Retros, transforming neon art, fan fictions, and don't get me started on 4chan. It's a whole another universe you don't need to see. And since people love the arts...
But why was the cat thick?
Get me started on 4chan. It's a whole another universe you don't need to see. And since people love the art style, Riot even updated Akali's visuals to give her the neon lights. On top of this, you get the official merch. And
that was in the Pop Stars music video, I believe.
Because this K-pop group actually has a proper story on Universe, we have to cover them. Despite me already knowing this will be the weirdest video I'll ever make. And trust me, I've done some weird stuff in the past. And I certainly don't have barriers for even weirder things. So without further ado, let's jump into the universe of KDA. Their universe page has a simple intro.
That shot gave me Bly Manor PTSD, but carry on.
KDA exploded into the music scene with their hit song Pop Stars. Fans of KDA can't get enough of their unconventional flair. From the trademark tales, which fans suspect are real, to otherworldly decor in their studio. Our songs are for you to remember. Always be true to yourself, says lead singer Ari. KDA hopes to take their music around the world in a global tour. See, this story misdirects you with kind words such as believe in yourself and you can be whatever you want to be, before it takes you into a whirlwind of K-pop culture. I don't really have anything against K-pop, I've just never been a part of it, so it's a confusing world to me. So be aware, I will poke fun at it every now and then. You see, every one of the KDA members has detailed bio describing their personality and their traits.
Okay, so Ari, lead vocalist, Sagittarius. I'm a Sagittarius. My birthday's on November 30th. It's coming up. But cool. We like Ari. Nicknames Foxy Gumimo. Yeah, Gumimo. She is 5'5", same. Okay, maybe I'm an Ari stan. After rising to fame as a teenage pop star, Ari tossed aside her girly and young look to reveal her new self. A high-fashion, elegant, and stunning celebrity. Ari's sleek new looks attract top fashion designers. During Fashion Week, Ari graces runways around... Ooh! Okay, so they have, like, real human storylines and characteristics, but they're, like, people with tails. Okay, cool. We like Ari. And I think the guy said earlier that Ari's, like, the lead or something.
Strange things such as their accurate height. For real-life replicas, I assume. But I'm not sure how the zodiac sign helps that. Unless you want to...
Because I feel like zodiac signs can give a person's personality just a broader image. Like, if you know you're Sagittarius, you're Cancer, you're a Pisces, there are specific traits that I feel like are universal. So it helps you understand the character more.
Replica personality. If you believe in that kind of stuff.
I kind of do.
Besides the bios, there's also 8 facts about every single member as well. So let's go through the members one by one, starting with Ari. Ari's role in the band is lead vocalist. Her sign is Sagittarius, and her nicknames are Foxy or Gumio, which is the
Gumio.
legendary nine-tailed fox from the Korean mythos.
Ah! Okay, Ari, nine-tailed fox. Ari9. Ari9. I'm gonna remember that. Ari9. Okay, Ari9. I thought the nine-tailed person was like just like that was their character, but it's actually her nickname. Nine-tails.
After rising to fame as a teenage pop star, Ari tossed aside her girly and young look to reveal her new self. A high-fashion, elegant, and stunning celebrity. This is a reference to pop star Ari, which is KDA Ari when she was younger. I probably should have read this before I did the KDA Orbs opening. A lot of people were shocked that I didn't read it yet. And yes, it is also referenced in the music video. At the start, Ari has her old pop star outfit next to her in a laundry basket, indicating that she was in it recently? Which is weird unless she still has her solo career. Ari's sleek new look attracts top
Yeah, and like being in the laundromat, humble beginnings.
designers. During Fashion Week, Ari graces runways around the world in final gowns. She is the face of Foxy Cosmetics, and launched her own fragrance, Charmed, last year. When she isn't with KDA or training, Ari is shopping, drinking tea with designers, and testing out new beauty products. I hope you understand why I said that this will be a whirlwind of kinky stuff. I mean, her passion is shopping and drinking tea with designers. The only immersion-breaking thing is that I know what fashion weeks look like. It's not this. It's more like this. Just imagine Ari standing.
That's funny. Okay, we got an ad. Come on, buddy. Ooh, it's a KDA ad. Is this the baddest?
Standing there. Then we have 8 facts about KDA Ari. These 8 facts can range from really interesting facts to something BuzzFeed would write to get to that nice odd number. Such as the very first fact. Ari is the leader and lead singer of KDA. She was labeled the most talented new K-pop artist in the 2013 Pop Shine Awards. 2013, of course, was the year of pop star Ari.
Okay, wait. Is this real, or are these just like random facts they've made to like just make a character or personality? Or is this like legitimate stuff?
After releasing 5 singles, she spent time away from the industry to reinvent herself.
I think it's
After
fake.
releasing 5 singles in 5 years, I would have done the same. Ari is a muse for multiple clothing lines. Designers can't stop making outfits for her. Her Chinese zodiac sign is a dog. She prefers shopping over working out. She has known Evelyn of KDA for many years. And Ari was voted one of the most beautiful faces in pop. I feel like they also missed on one more interesting fact. Odyssey Kane is a fan of Ari. His favorite karaoke song is Oh My God, which is likely...
Who's this? High original of the Demaxian Empire. I don't know what they're talking about. Hobby Audacity. That's funny.
The 5 singles.
Just to have the
this
audacity.
also means that Odyssey has to be somehow connected to the KDA universe. I mean, we already know that the universe crossovers are real. Rust, that Odyssey Kane wields, is literally from another universe. But so far, only cosmic beings and the Pulsefire champions can hop between dimensions.
So the 2 groups I know because I reacted to them are Legends and now KD. Wait, have we reacted to Legends yet? Whoever made the song Giants, I know them and I also know KDA.
Well, in reality, we already know what is happening with this universal crossover. Actually, because of Evelyn, we learned what is happening here.
Ooh,
so let's go
good
through her
haircut.
now. Her role is lead vocalist, just like Ari, which leaves the question, which one of them is the real vocal leader? You can't have 2 leaders. Technically, one of them will be backup vocalist. But if you don't care about that, at least we know her sign is Taurus. And her nicknames are Siren or Eve. Her bio says, Evelyn's reputation points her as a demanding diva. She told Pop Shine, I'm an artist, not a socialite. I won't apologize for high standards. Eve once walked off the stage of a live performance, when her vocals were backed up by an audio track she didn't approve. Must have been pleasure to work with. Imagine paying for the ticket only for the star to leave. Though her presence in the industry is turbulent, she has a die-hard fan base who call themselves Diva.
But I like how League of Legends like has their personalities and their traits like down to the T. Like she's labeled as a diva and everything they're talking about would hint to her being a diva. I don't really know much about Tauruses, though Taurus is either my moon or rising, whatever. It's one of those. But yeah, all of her traits match each other.
To KDA, Evelyn released 2 hit singles, Agony's Embrace and Ecstasy. Now for the
Ecstasy.
facts.
Oh my.
Evelyn is known for her uncompromising vision, rich.
You guys said that the last song we reacted, Villain. You guys said in that song it was all about Evelyn, this person we're learning about, and that she's like a succubus. So not only is she like a diva, but she's also like dangerous and a succubus. She's cool.
And bad girl attitude. After disagreements in other musical groups, Evelyn worked alone to write her own music before reconnecting with Ari. Her Chinese zodiac sign is a rooster.
Rooster?
Evelyn is very mysterious about her diet and workouts, and usually declines to comment on her routine. Because, let's be honest, she's still the last demon. She has a collection of very fast cars. Evelyn values friends.
So in I think it was the More music video, whenever I commented on someone getting ran over and then it just turned into like a pink, I don't know what that was, a pink gleam. So that was Evelyn driving towards maybe a Callie or Ari, Ninetales. Comment down below. I don't really remember perfectly.
She is close to few people and very protective of them. With her attitude, I wonder how she has any. She has been romantically linked with several missing male celebrities, but never confirmed a relationship. Garthus is an artist she takes inspiration from. This is interesting.
Scary.
This doesn't say Pentakill Garthus, so the Pentakill line may be its own thing. Then this universe can't be in our world because Pentakill mentions places in Runeterra. They even played in Bandle City. That is, unless Runeterra is actually the past version of Earth. Also, we got a nice confirmation from Jared, who's pretty much the overlord of the League multiverse. He's the guy who worked on Odyssey, Rust, and other skin bios that involve traveling through dimensions. He confirmed that parts of some skin lines may exist in multiple different universes. For example, the Culinary Masters and the music skins have multiple copies in different dimensions. And specifically, he mentioned that this is one of the reasons why Pentakill may have posters in all sorts of universes.
There's a lot of
To really
information.
answer what is going on with Ari and Kane, we shouldn't ask, are the KDA part of the Odyssey universe? But rather we should ask the question, has KDA ever existed in the Odyssey universe? And since Odyssey is quite a bit in the future, the chances are that yes. In the past, Ari's career blew up in Odyssey, just like it did in other universes. Now, on to Kaisa. Her role is lead dancer. Again, I don't understand K-pop, so excuse me if I get confused by the term lead dancer.
Okay. So now we've heard Ari, we've heard Evelyn, we've heard Kaisa. We know she's a dancer. So now it would be better, or I'm going to do this probably on my own, but I'm going to rewatch some of the music videos and see if I can pinpoint the characters and also like see them doing their roles. She's a Pisces.
No idea such a term was important in a band.
She's tall
let alone
too.
That singing bands need them. But the KDA dance shook Twitter, so maybe they do. Kaisa's sign is Pisces. Her nicknames are Boki, which is something I had to Google. Apparently it is a South African slang for someone you adore. And Zhao Long Bao. Believe me, I had fun Googling that. Apparently it means dumplings. Her bio is her fictional Twitter bio.
It is.
And the handle someone already stole. When the music begins, a symphony of movement stirs in my being. It begins as a rumble, like a calling from the void, hungry and demanding release. My body reacts to the call, jumping to weave a story to leave the void behind, and fall into the steps of life. And now her 8th fact. Kaisa is called the Dreamer of KDA by Ari. She lived in 10 countries before pursuing her dreams of becoming a pop star. Kaisa won Hong Kong's Can You Dance in 2018. Her Chinese zodiac sign is a rat. She speaks Chinese, Afrikaans,
So we have a dog, we have a rooster, and a rat.
Korean, and English fluently. She spends hours in the studio creating choreography for KDA. She believes each step must convey vulnerability and power through movement. She can be found...
Vulnerability and power. Those are like two opposites. I have to rewatch her dances. If that's her goal, that would be like great to see.
cooking large meals in the KDA house. Her favorite food is Sichuan dry hot pot. And the last member of the KDA group,
A
is
Kali!
rapper. She is also Taurus, and her nicknames are Rogue or Chibab Gomgay, which is hip-hop swordsman in Korean. Her bio says,
You know, okay, I keep talking about astrology, but maybe this is a sign that like it's legitimate. Because why am I always drawn to the characters who match me so much? Like, I liked her rap, I liked her personality from what I saw in the music videos, and now to find out she's a Taurus, and from my understanding, your rising is like your real personality or something like that. I don't know. I'll comment down below my signs and y'all can figure it out for me.
It makes makes appearances next to other street performers in cities she is visiting. Combining mixed martial arts and the beat of her own rap lyrics, she delights audiences with her own bold lyrical rap and punk ninja style. She
Yeah.
started practicing on the streets before rising to fame, and returns to her roots whenever she can. Her unruly hair and untamed style made Akali an instant KDA fan favorite.
Yeah.
Believe me, it also made her fan favorite for fan art too. Her 8 facts are: Akali is the youngest and newest member of KDA. She was discovered at the age of 15 in an infamous rap battle that went viral.
Oh.
She wasn't mainstream enough to sign with a label until Ari found her through social media. Akali's favorite food is spicy ramen. Akali performs rap on street corners regularly to practice her lyrics. Her Chinese zodiac sign is an ox. She's
Okay, that's really cool because, like, obviously we've heard of Callie in songs like More and No, I think she was in the one with Giants. I'm not sure. But we've heard her rap a lot. And for her to still be, like, developing her craft but already sound that good, and to be so young, star.
English, Korean, and Japanese. And Akali was born into a martial arts dojo. She left to...
Okay, it says she speaks English, Korean, and Japanese.
Hey, how's it going?
So therefore, is she the one who does, like, those bilingual raps throughout the song? I thought that was a separate character.
Left to find her calling as an artist, but still knows how to use a gamma. So that was the bios, facts, and connections to the KDA universe. But there is still the interview. This is a short story told through a simple interview with the band. The interviewer is a radio called Pop Rocks, and the questions couldn't get more meta. Straight up from the beginning, Pop Rocks mentions that you should go to YouTube and search for their hit song Pop Stars, a song that is very much real. Every KDA member got a couple of questions aimed specifically at them, so we got a little bit more info on their personalities. From Kaisa, we learned that her accent comes from all over because her parents traveled a lot.
Yeah.
Makes sense since, you know, Kasarin was canonically a traveling Dune dweller. It would make sense if this translated into the KDA universe. And when asked what are her favorite cities, she mentioned Cape Town, Seoul, New York, and Hong Kong, confirming that the KDA universe is part of our world. Or rather, that Runeterra evolved into Earth over time. Then
Druntera.
Ari chips in, but she doesn't speak English that well. At least not besides some of the phrases. So Evelyn has to translate everything for her. From Ari we learned that she always wanted to make bold and beautiful songs. And she also talks about how they thank their fans around the world for their support and the acceptance of their cross-cultural artists. You know, stuff you'd feel for more if the band was real. Evelyn then mentions how
Wait a minute. Was that, like, actual people behind them, though, performing? Or was that just the characters?
artist, you know, stuff you'd feel for
Oh, it's just backup dancers.
or if the band was real. Evelyn then
That's a
mentions
cool
how
CGI,
Ari
though.
makes sure every member of the band expresses their talent equally. There is a lot of talk about stuff like this. Words about being confident, trying to change the world, and how their album is pretty much all about that. Later, they all talk about how Akali is an awesome rapper, and
Yeah.
how a bigger portion of the pop star song's success relied on her. But what's more interesting is that the spray painting was done by Kaisa and not Akali. Also,
Oh.
Akali's mask was made by Kaisa. At the end of the interview, Ari mentioned that the band will continue their work and more songs will come. Which is obvious for two reasons.
I feel like Kaisa's like a hidden gem. Like, you have to really pay attention to her and, like, look deeper into her to, like, figure out how cool she actually is. I feel like maybe she's, like, a background character, like, who, like, gets overshadowed, but when you really, like, pay attention to Kaisa, she's impeccable.
The pop star songs actually top the charts on YouTube, and
Ah, is that her behind her from the music video? Oh my gosh.
is already working on more merch to be released next year. In fact, they are asking people for suggestions. If you ask me, they have to go for some glow-in-the-dark clothing. I think Akali's mask would sell like crazy, but even a simple hoodie with neon lights would do well too. Besides, those who watch my streams know that I really want Riot to push forward their merch. I feel like they don't really offer much besides shirts and figures. I would really love to see more things such as Earth's cooking set, or even expensive collector's items. Overwatch has Genji's blade for God's sake. I'll take Aatrox's greatsword, please.
Alright, I think that's the end of the video. That was a lot of information. My head kind of hurts, actually. But we did get to hear a lot and understand the characters a lot more. So there are 4 members of KDA, 4 females. And I still think my favorite is Akali. But I have interest now in all of them, whether it be Evelyn, Ninetales, Ari, or even Kaisa. There's a lot to know about each different member, and they bring a lot to the table. So looking forward to more League of Legends, but specifically KDA reactions. I hope you guys are too. Like this video if you haven't yet, and I'm gonna go take a nap. That was a lot. Bye.